Are we ready?
Yes.
I said, are we ready?
It hurts! Fidgets with something. How's it going, everybody? Matt here.
And Andrew, that was a twist. Like this movie.
Oh!
Knives Out, directed by Rian Johnson and written by him, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Chris Evans, Christopher Plummer, Daniel Craig, Hannah Baker. I don't know her
Some
name.
black dude, some Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris.
This movie, guys, Rotten Tomatoes has been praising it. Everybody has been praising it who has seen it. It has advertised.
Also, what's up? We've officially fucking made it as YouTube reviewers. We got to see a fucking early screening.
Yeah, we did. That was pretty cool. Obviously this is going to be non-spoilers because who done it? Because there's going to be plenty of spoilers for a podcast. This is our initial thoughts, what we think about the movie. This was honestly, it might have been my most anticipated movie of the fall. Like when I got that first trailer and it had that amazing cast, and this boy right here, Rian Johnson, directed Looper. I haven't seen Brick. He also directed The Last Jedi, but we're not going to talk about that. Because after seeing this movie, I always had faith in Rian Johnson. And after seeing The Last Jedi, even though I just said we're not going to talk about it, I said, that's a good movie. It's not a good Star Wars movie. It's a good movie. And this right here proves that he is a great director and a great writer, because he pretty much took as it advertises, he took the whodunit scenario and flips it over its head.
Sorry, side note. I don't know how Connor can wear these headphones because I can hear the blood rushing in my ears. And I just want to kill myself. It's so weird. So anyways, this movie was really good. I've always been a fan of murder mysteries.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
I would say my favorite one, probably Murder on the Orient Express, because it's been done so many times. It's always just so perfectly executed. I'm totally joking. Murder on the Orient Express was just kind of a fucking joke.
It was an awful movie. I mean, a lot of people I think enjoyed it because there is a sequel coming out.
There is?
Yes.
Oh no.
But yeah, I saw that movie and because everybody was praising it, and I saw it at the Dollar Theater. That's how much I gave a shit. I waited till it was at the Dollar Theater, and I was like, this movie was awful. I wanted to leave halfway through, but I didn't.
Andrew told me during Knives Out that if this was the same case, where if everybody killed the person, that he was going to stand up and walk out. I won't say what happened. I won't say if he stood up and walked out. Stick around for our podcast to figure out the entire story.
But yeah, so this movie is it's really good.
Yeah.
The acting is on par. Everybody is great in it.
There was quite a few funny jokes.
Oh my gosh, this movie is hilarious. And it's not it's just witty. Movie is just
they were
witty.
very well placed jokes.
Yeah, there might have been one or two jokes that fell flat for me.
But there were some that fell flat for others that I picked up on, and I was like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, there's jokes that will go over your head. Okay, the one joke where, because it was such for old people, when what's her name? The main actress, Marta, when she goes home and her mom is watching something on TV, four people chuckled really loud, and I look at it, I'm I don't get it. I didn't. It must have been a reference to a movie or a TV show that Rian Johnson liked or something connected to this movie, but we do get a name drop. They do say Knives Out. We're not gonna say who, but somebody says Knives Out. But yeah, this movie it sets up really fast. Pretty much the first 10 minutes we get into the in the trailer where it's the person sitting behind the chair and they're getting interviewed, and Daniel Craig, I think he just steals the show for me.
Yeah,
he's just so funny, and his introduction when what he does, I'm not gonna say it, it's just what he does, you're just this guy is cocky, but it's good. He's a good kind of cocky. it's just kind of hard to talk about this movie because obviously it's a mystery.
Yeah,
and,
so like, we don't want to give away anything, but all that you really need to know, great movie. Rian Johnson, if you overlook The Last Jedi, he is a really good director, an amazing writer. I mean, props to him for making such an amazing movie.
Yeah, for real. And it's beautiful. It's like the cinematography is great. The house is just awesome. Like the set decorations that they use is really cool. All the random shots of like all the.
There's quite a few like statues or figurines,
yeah,
but like kind of like life size that were just scattered around in corners. I'm like, I would not want to sleep.
I would not want to sleep there. It's a weird place, and it's dude, shout out to my boy Frank Oz for being in this movie. I love you, man. It's good to see him. He's the puppeteer that worked with Jim Henson. He does the voice of Yoda.
No, I know he did. I know who Frank Oz is.
Okay, just making sure.
I'll be honest, I don't recognize him
as a person.
Yes,
which makes sense because he's really known. He's a director and a puppeteer, and he also acts. So, but I saw him at I saw like photos of like the premiere of this movie, and he was there, and I assumed he was just a producer or something. But when I saw him, I was like, that's Frank Oz. So that was he had a funny bit. I want to know where this was filmed. I should have looked that up because it was beautiful. It also it reminded me of the it obviously wasn't, but like the mansion estate from the second Jurassic World.
Kind of,
because it was just like it's not, but it's just like that mansion surrounded by forest in the middle of nowhere, and that's what that mansion. It just because there was that one exterior shot that was like a drone shot of it. And that's what it reminded me of. Yeah, guys, go see this movie.
We keep repeating ourselves, but it's really hard to say stuff
hard
without spoiling anything because we just want to keep this pure for you guys.
I think it comes out on the 25th, so the day before Thanksgiving. So if you wanted, I think we said in our initial reaction, like this feels like a Thanksgiving movie, and like I kind of want to make it a tradition and like watch it on Thanksgiving now.
I would be down for that
because I think I'm gonna buy it. It's a fun movie, definitely. And I'm glad it's funny.
This is one of those movies that makes me really mad that it comes out around Black Friday because it's like, damn it, I want to pick it up at a deal, but I can't because it's not even going to be released for like another few months.
Yeah, it's gonna be released like in April or something. You know, I hope the Academy recognizes it for maybe like its writing, because it's original screenplay. It's really funny. So go see it at your local theater or AMC if you want to destroy the local theaters. Final thoughts?
This movie didn't really disappoint. I mean, the fact that there was a lot of really good humor thrown in there made it a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Just because of the fact that, it really gave some of these characters like an extra bit of like life to them. Like it kind of fleshed out their characters a bit more, that they were all funny. Because Michael Shannon was hilarious. He had some bits. Chris Evans,
Maybe we've all seen the scene with the eat shit, but there's more of him.
But then
that.
Daniel Craig has probably one of the funniest monologues ever, and it's
great. That's the only disadvantage is that no matter what movie you're gonna see, like if it's a Marvel movie or if it's just like a flat out comedy or something like this that has comedic elements in it, and if you're in a packed theater, everybody's gonna uproar and laughter, and you're gonna miss maybe like another 3 seconds of what an actor is saying. And so, I definitely I don't know if I'll get a chance to see it in theaters again, but I need a second viewing just because there's moments where I would like to hear what they said in between the laughter. Like you brought up, it would be nice if they set up jokes, but then it would feel like a sitcom. You don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they did a good thing. We, they dropped a joke. We all laughed, but then, they would still say something after that. But it's it wasn't integral to the part of the story. It was just kind of like, oh, how dare you say something like that, Yeah. What are your final thoughts?
I'm super satisfied. I went into this movie with high expectations, and you should not do that. One thing recently, our last podcast where we caught up on some movies, Connor brings up how he went to go see Jojo Rabbit with ultimate expectations, and it's one of his least favorite films.
Damn.
Of not of the year, of Taika's filmography.
Okay.
And that's not saying much. He's a really good director, but I don't know. I don't want to say it again. The man did Looper. This movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I haven't seen Looper in a while.
Jacob Jacob knows. And also he did like best like 2 episodes of Breaking Bad and final season. I heard he did Brick, which is really good, which was like the movie that broke him out. So yeah, I just went in with huge expectations and I was not disappointed. I did think it drew out a little bit in the middle. Like I feel like the movie knew where it wanted to go, but it needed to set some stuff up and it just kind of dragged on a little bit. But the movie's really good. It's kind of self-aware, which I like. It doesn't like break the fourth wall or anything, but overall really happy. And yeah, we'll definitely have a podcast about this because there's just some highlights that I want to share. So I think
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Were you going to finish it off?
No.
I was just going to say, for the podcast as well, for any of you that are interested, me and Caleb saw 21 Bridges. We will also be talking about that for probably about 10 minutes.
If that. I did not
short
see
story.
it.
Long story short,
Nah.
fine movie. D+ final rating for that movie. For this movie, A-.
Yeah, I think A-. I think the fall is just on fire. I'm just Playmobil. Come on, man, it'd be amazing. Because
Oh fuck, yeah, that hasn't come out yet. Has
no, it comes out I think in 2 weeks. I think it comes out the first weekend of December.
Dude, I totally forgot about that movie because like I remember seeing it on the board. At,
Yeah,
like, the end of, like,
it was
August?
it was supposed to be, but then they moved it to December. I don't know, money, kids. So because maybe the marketing team was like, hey, if we do it at Christmas time and kids see this movie,
That makes more
they're gonna
sense
want
though.
Playmobil stuff.
That, and it's also just like, they're gonna be off for school. Parents are probably gonna be off at some point too, and they're gonna be like,
A stupid kid movie.
yeah.
Well, on that note, guys, go see the movie. And this has been Andrew.
And this has been Matthew.
Yeah, that's Matt. Peace.
We love you.